I'm Walton Pantlin for Unite Scotland, speaking to Ian Meldrum and Drew Connolly in our Aberdeen office about some of the issues in the taxi industry.
20 years now I've been the branch secretary of Renfrewshire and Glasgow Airport Taxis. I'm still technically the branch secretary at the moment. Basically because of my former trade union background before I started driving taxis, as soon as I realised the place was disorganised, I realised that they had no voice, and because of my previous connections with the union, I went to what was then the Transport and General Workers Union, and we got the branch up and running, we got them organised, and we started to make positive change. I know that there's a lot of taxi drivers out there who feel as if they've been unfairly treated, unjustly treated, and feel they have nowhere to turn, but they don't realise the input that Unite and Unite's representatives can have in their behalf.
35 years ago I was working on a building site as a painter and decorator, and I was walking past the gable end of a house and it just came down in the wind, resulting in 2 broken legs, a broken arm, various other bones. Eventually the leg had to be amputated below the knee, but I was a part-time taxi driver prior to that, and well, I've been doing it ever since. The legislation, as everybody is quite aware, changed some 15 years ago for taxi drivers to be driving wheelchair accessible vehicles. Well, 15 years on, I'm afraid it's taken its toll on my stump, because some vehicles are higher and more awkward to get into, and my doctor advised me to challenge the council once again to allow me to use a saloon vehicle, which is lower and more beneficial for my access. They were just dogmatic initially. No, it's got to be wheelchair accessible, or you go private hire. I'm a taxi driver, not a private hire driver.
If Unite had not become involved in Ian Meldrum's case, it would most likely be not working just now. It's as simple as that. A, he was using a vehicle which was unsuitable for his physical condition, and B, because he has to work restrictive hours, he couldn't afford the expensive vehicle that he would have to use. So with our intervention and with us getting the situation sorted out, he's still in a job.
My day normally starts at 2 AM in the morning. I'm looking for people on the street. We've got 3 casinos, which we do get quite a volume of work out of, and I'll work till about 9-10 o'clock in the morning. I just got the feeling at the council were waiting till I retired or died, and that was me off their plate. But no, thanks to the union, they stepped in and I won the case.
In Ian Meldrum's case, we were quite lucky because we'd had previous experience with taxi drivers who would be discriminated against under the Disability Discrimination Act, most notably in Renfrewshire, where we had to take legal action against the Renfrewshire Council. There have been many other occasions where we've had to take local councils to task. We've had to take legal action against them because that was our only alternative, and that was the beauty of being in the union. We were able to do that. We got the backing, and more importantly the financial backing from the trade union to be able to do that. Taxi drivers believe that they don't have rights, believe that there's not really much point in joining Unite the union because they won't have the same level of representation as employed persons. In actual fact, that is wrong. They will get the same to a certain degree. Okay, they don't have disciplinary procedures and they don't have grievance procedures, but they do. They have the appeal procedure against the Sheriff Court, and if they were to be in effect disciplined by the local council, we will go in and we will represent them. They're just like every other workforce in the land. If we can get them properly organised and get them working together, then we can get positive change in our workplaces for them. As workers, you count. As workers, we at Unite the Union will look after your interests in the same way as we would for a person who is in employment. As best we possibly can, we will do that.